relationship drama with the
Jill.
best friends of your life.
Practice Jill's
Your
guy.
host, Jay.
Hopefully I make her proud.
Hold on. Get ready to enter the J Spot. The J Spot on Intellectual Radio.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright. I got to sneak it in on you.
Lord.
Hey, E, how you doing today?
I'm well in yourself.
You know what? I'm trying, okay? I am trying today. So, you guys, first, before I start venting, you all please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also, follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye. For all three. Now listen, you guys, when you're done, just go right on around the corner, right there to YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, the J Spot Radio. And again, that's Jaye. For all three. Guys, listen, tonight we are being brought to you by the J Spot Airbnb. You all, it is on and popping. This has been an amazing summer. Let's keep it going, guys. Please go to the page, like it, share it, book it. Come on, listen. There's some good stuff going on over there. Just don't leave y'all purple feathers and all
Leave
this.
the purple feathers
No.
and your gels and stuff.
Whatever it is that y'all do, just clean up after yourselves. We don't, and don't scare the cleaning crew, because sometimes I got to come up in there. Me and E, we be up in there cleaning. I don't want to be scared.
I don't mind. I think it's
I don't want to be scared. So, whatever y'all do, that's between you.
Get all your fetishes out.
But
we're not going to judge you. I'm
going to judge you because the stuff, listen, you all.
Just don't be messing around with the animals. Don't bring the animals up in there and do some things with the animals.
All I can say is you all, like, that's all I'm going to say. But definitely we'll have the link posted in our comments. We're also being brought to you by Delaware Inc. He has his spring line, you guys. Nice, comfortable t-shirts. A lot of amazing colors. Go to his page. Check out his page, Delaware Inc. Use reference code J. Again, that's Jaye. While you at it, listen, you traveling, you got your t-shirts. Come on, stop by BK the Barber, get faded, get lined. Listen, let them hook you up. BK the Barber, tell them how they can get in contact with them and get hooked up.
Go to bookski.com and look up BK the Barber or Freelance Barbershop, located in Spring, Texas, 3000 Spring Cypress Road, Suite D, Spring, Texas, 77388. BK the Barber, use reference code J.
That's Jaye. Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, the J Spot. Thank you, Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay. Thank you, Grown and Sexy Conversations with the J Spot. Real MVPs, 30 and up doing us, Tyson Smith. Who else? 180 Real Talk Chicago, Marshall Commandos. Who else? Single, married, and divorced.
Fabulous 40 Nova Club, Questions, Urban Grind.
Everybody there rock with us. DJ Flick and Lady A.
Yeah.
Man, thank you guys so much. DJ Kenny G, he's always rocking with us. Lisa Marie Stewart, with Lisa Booking, Lisa E. Listen, thank you guys, everybody, so much for rocking with us. We really appreciate it. Guys, we have a great show lined up tonight. Now, listen, for those of y'all that may see my cup, yes, it's that deep today. I got not one, but I need 2 straws. So listen, you all, I have to, I don't have to, but I really, sometimes I need to, get my little coffee or whatever. So I do all of that rushing and he ain't over there. I nearly tore that door. Listen, you all, I have a special guy that always makes my coffee. And I walked in. First of all, I'm up here running late, messing around with this one.
No, I was fine. If you would have read the text, I sent that at 2:30. I got to your spot at 3.
Then why you ain't come upstairs?
Because I was like, let me go get my feet done.
You know what? Like I say, so messing around with this one. So now I get over there to my coffee joint. Now, y'all, I get over there. And it's a special guy that always take care of me. So I go over there and I'm looking and I'm like, so the little girl come up to with the young lady come up to the counter. She's smiling. I'm like, now listen, I don't want to ruin your day, but I'm just like, it's real nice. And so when she said those words that I dread to hear anybody else say but this guy, can I help you? Wait a minute. Listen, they all know the deal. They know it's a special guy that always fixes my coffee. And so when she went to fix my coffee, I found myself having to explain to her how to make I forgot how I like it. I don't even have to tell him because the guy, he knows how to fix it and how to make it. And of course, when she made it, of course it was wrong. But I was just like, okay, we're going to have to get it together. I'm going to have to, come in early one day and I'm going to have to train them on how to fix my coffee right because clearly, I can't depend on, and it's the summertime. So I'm not really going to get mad at the guy because he may be on vacation or whatever. But I'm going to have to give him my cell phone number when I see him tomorrow so he can text me. So when he's going to be off, you can just text me so I won't waste my time going over there because they'll be making it right. Now, I know you all may be like, you know what? Jay, that's a little bit extra. Ain't nobody got time for you or that. And I understand that and I can appreciate y'all concern, but I'm going to still give him my cell phone tomorrow so he can text me and just let me know what his off days are. Now, if y'all think that I'm asking for a little bit too much, just say, Jay, that's too much in the comments. And you just, but you know what I'm going to say? Y'all keep me lifted because this mess right here, I ain't going to get no sleep until like maybe Saturday or Sunday.
Good, because that's called coffee. See, the man gives you all that cream.
I don't know what this is,
and
but
then drops a drop of coffee in the cup. And so she's like excited. And then she fills it up with all the sugar and stuff. So she's just like, woo. But now they gave her coffee with cream instead of cream.
So when y'all see me all walking like this, pacing back and forth, please don't judge me tonight, you all. It's this coffee that they have not made right. But you know what I told them? Bless your love, bless your heart, because she did try. Epic fail, but she did try. So the customer service was on point. And so she was like, well, I'm gonna ask him tomorrow when he come in, how do he make? I said, you don't gotta do all that. You
just gonna make it. Don't worry.
Right, you right. That's that's the part I left out because they were so nice. See, it's hard to get mad at people when they so nice. So I don't. And guys, make no mistake about it. I'm extra, but I'm not mean and I'm not rude. And they know I'm extra, but I'm not rude. I'm not up in there cussing and fussing at nobody. I don't be cussing and fussing. Listen, I don't want you, and having some COVID floating around in my coffee. I'm good.
It's gonna be something, but won't start with COVID.
Or her baby daddy bodily fluids. No, not in my coffee. So I am good. So I always, be mindful to be, careful the way I treat people. Not only that, but especially people that handle your food. So that's what the 2 straws is for, because I'm just gonna be double out of control on tonight. So just want to give y'all a fair heads up. And we're gonna start off with the first hot topic. Now let me try. Okay, first I just caught myself. I was with Sutton the other day. That's my baby from another mother, my 8-year-old from another mother. So this grown woman tells me, she's like, well, AC, when I'm watching and I'm listening, she was like, do you know that I don't really think you need the microphone? And I was just like, so what you trying to say, son? She was like, Auntie, do you know that y'all whole family, y'all volume is just so loud? I'm like, don't you got aren't you supposed to be in class or writing some essay or read, something? Aren't you supposed to be doing something besides messing with me about my volume? So I'm gonna try to be mindful. Somebody else told me, listen. I'm just loud. I just don't know. How do you deal with it? E has see, that's why I love E. She done been sitting here for all of these years. You be tuning me out, don't you? That's what
sudden may be your blood, but I've been knowing you for 17, 18 years. So I'm just used to it. First Jay was trying to play. She'll pull a little quiet. Like, I think all of us Aquarius should try to pull that little quiet role at first when we meet you or whatever. So she was like that in the classroom. She pulled a little quiet role. And then when that shell finally broke, it was like the Aquarius came on out, and so I just be like,
She'll be that's just a nice way of saying I don't be paying no attention to her, because I'm like, never have she ever. I don't remember her ever telling me that I'm loud or just look at me be like, dang, Jay, you just went from like volume 17 to like 35 or 50 in just like a second flat. But I may be tone deaf, so I don't know. It is, but my whole family is like that. So that's what I'll say. My whole family is like that.
Mr. Winfrey said extra, extra, extra.
You know what? Thank you. So I can't wait to just be real loud and just ruin his day. But guys, listen. Our first hot topic. Now listen, you all have been talking about this, and I really think that it's really on the fellas' hearts. Look, these fellas want to know. Okay, ladies, if y'all want to, first off, y'all want to chime in and talk to us tonight, 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. Ladies, the fellas want to know, will you ask a man out on a date, and are you going to pay? So if you ask a man out on a date, ladies, are you going to pay? What do you say about that, E? Before you got, listen, BK, now don't come up in here starting no stuff. This is before marriage, okay? I know we know she off the mark, okay? I just want to be. Oh, don't ever ooh, Lord. That look. Before this sister got off the market, Lord have mercy. Jeez. You can come stay with me, because I know I just been unlistened. See this mouth right here. But before marriage, would you ask a man out?
Yeah, I mean,
are you paying?
Yeah, if I pay. I mean, you know what? It was funny. On the way here, I was listening to Usher Trading Places. And so if I pay, I'm a whole dude. That's the thing. That's like the worst thing. My friends would be like, oh my God, if I pay, I'm going to treat you accordingly. And it's funny because now if I'm on a date with a guy and they ask me out, no, you're not getting I don't care if you don't pay. Like, no, I don't care if we run up the tab, and mind you, it's not going to be me just running up the tab, but if we run up the tab $200, $300, thank you so much. The meal was delicious. I appreciate it. But if I pay and that tab goes up to $200, $300.
Now see this nonsense right here.
You're putting out. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm getting that. I'm getting all of that. And I'm going to treat you like you're going to be my submissive. I'm going to be the dominant. You best believe. And we screwing, and I'm going to screw you. And I'm going to be on top. And tonight you on the bottom. We trading places, I mean, it just is what it is. I can't have it any other way, because I just don't get that I ask you out and everything, and you accept me asking you out. Cool. And we order, and I'm like them dudes. The dudes be looking at okay, this is what you order. Yeah, they calculating everything. Men are like that. Okay, she done ordered that. She ordered some lobster and some shrimp. This one like lobster. She may not like steak, but you best believe anything that crawls around in that sea, yeah, she on that. You ordered that lobster. You ordered a big lobster, 15-pound lobster. Oh, you really wrecked. Oh, man. Matter of fact, before we leave this restaurant, you might disappear underneath that table and do some things for me, because everything is real. The bathroom is right there. Let me see what that mouth do. I mean, I'm just that. I'm like,
over a crab leg?
Yeah, hell yeah. You want the king crabs. You don't want the snow crabs. You want the king crabs. Yeah. All right, yeah. I'd be like, get that, baby. Go ahead, get them king crabs. Yeah, I could get all what you want. Get the extra butter sauce with that. Yes. And then I'm going to let you know once the food gets here. Now you know. See, that's where the dude messes up. The dude don't tell you nothing.
and then they just let you eat and eat, and then they get mad when you don't put out that
Right.
night. But I'm gonna let you know right then when that food gets here. Now, once you put this to your mouth, we screwing.
It's gonna be something else going to
We
your
are
mouth.
screwing. And it's not like, and that's the thing. Like, I'm straight, if I have to be that, I'm a straight dog. Like, it's not gonna be you gonna bust first. No, I guarantee you, I'm going to come first, and I'm going to leave you alone after I, and I'm gonna be like, thank you so much. You go ahead, come on, get dressed. Let me drop you off at home. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, I just screwed you. Come on, get dressed, and let me take you on home.
Chop, chop.
And,
Chop, chop,
thank you
chop
so
down.
much. Well, what about you can finish off in the bathroom? You need your towel with that. What you need? You need some lotion or something because I'm good. I got mine. Man, you was well worth that $200. Thank you.
Wait, so we got Erica. She said if I ask him out, he will still pay it. He will still pay. She said I'm not paying ever. She said I'll pay for my girlfriends, just friends. Listen.
If you pay for your girlfriends, why not pay for your dude?
Because it's a date.
At least you can get something about it to do. Listen, you can get something about it to do.
Did this say this was your guy?
Okay, but you asked him out.
I'm with Erica. I'm with you. But see, the thing is, I'm not asking him out. Well, I'm gonna hint. But if you don't pick up on the hint, if you cannot read my mind, if you cannot read my energy and my signals, then oh well, then we just not. That means we not vibing on the same plane. So we will not be going out. I'll go out and I'll eat and I'll have a good time. But I'm not asking him out. I'm just like, listen. I'm from the old school, so I know people like, oh, this new day, new time. I don't care. That's why we got questions like this now. Would you ask him out? Is you still gonna pay? No, I'm not paying, and I'm not paying. Now, when I'm in a relationship, that's different. But this dating thing, listen, you all have taught me so much. I've learned so much from you all within this past 6 years that we have been doing the J Spot, because initially starting, I thought that dating, you were in a relationship and that's what, but I learned, hey, did y'all say y'all was in a relationship? I'm like, well, wait a minute,
yes.
what? Wait, what?
If we didn't discuss it, all we are just friends, and we just friends with benefits, so we just kicking it.
So, right. So now, but in a relationship, then yes, I'm taking care of him. He's taking care of me. We're taking care of each other because that's the way we rock in our relationship. But dating, I'm not asking him out. And secondly, I'm not paying. So that's just that. You think I'm a pull? I promise. You don't.
Girl, just do it. It'll be so fun.
Would it be fun?
Hand of it.
I'ma still have it. Well,
but see, you like to be a little bossy and stuff. Can you imagine? You pay right, and then you roughhouse.
Because I know I wouldn't be right. I know.
But see, that's the fun. That's the thrill.
I
of it.
know.
You get to just be like, come here. You just rough them up a little bit.
Like you, I'm paying for the lunch or the coffee or whatever. You gonna be my baby mama. Like that's just it. Like I'm gonna be making sure. I'm gonna see that you miss your cycle. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So don't look. So I'm gonna be sending you gift cards and all this and good morning beautiful and all this other, so we definitely, like you said, trading places. We will definitely trade places. And oh Lord, y'all would never want me to be a dude. Like I just would not be a good dude at all.
What he paying, just don't supersize it. See, that's the part you trying to say. We ain't going to McDonald's. See, I know what I want. I'd be like, and I like certain foods and everything else, and I'd be like, ooh, Ruth Chris, wait, come here.
Wait, so LaJuan says, good evening, ladies. How you doing, LaJuan? Lisa, she's saying, yes, what he said. But if I ask him out, I've already planned the date, the place, and the activities. Erica is saying, right. Look.
See, Erica, flip back real quick because she knows.
No, I think she's saying right. Erica, which one you saying right to me or right to E? I think she's saying right to me.
She know that she want to flip that and be like, you know what? Since I had to, let me let you know, baby, that when you go ahead, you ordered. And now it's already done because you're in the order. So, once you go put that to your mouth, remember, save some room for later.
See, guys, this is what y'all got to do. Let me help y'all out so y'all can make it better. So when y'all sitting down and y'all getting ready to eat, before she bring that salad fork, as she bringing it to her mouth, just let her know that You putting that fork in your mouth now, but something else gonna be in your mouth once you finish eating.
mean,
You know, hey, see, listen, you gotta say.
I'll be like, okay, well, you
You
don't
gotta
really want
let
that. I got something a little bit better. And it's so funny. Like, head is more sacred than just sex. Because you just can't. People can have sex with just any your body. But you just can't give head to just any your body.
And you gotta let the
So it's
prerequisites
like,
be out there, you know?
wait, can you just go ahead and just stick it in my cuckoo or something, you know, put the head up in, put the tip. How about that? If I can get this $200 meal, I'll let
See,
you
that's
put
what
the tip
y'all,
in.
that's what they need to start doing. They need to start saying, now listen, before you order, this is how this is gonna go. We here to have a good time.
Mhm.
Okay, but let me just get some ground rules and set some boundaries.
Hello?
So 50 to 100, you know, I'm gonna feel, you know, it's just gonna be a little feel, probably a little dry
Little
hunch.
touch, yes.
Anything over 100, listen, it's all, listen, that's all I'm gonna say.
Come here,
So
bring
choose
that
ye
here.
this day how this night is gonna end.
Mhm.
But either way it go, at the end of the night, you gonna owe me something, okay?
Let's go.
You gonna owe me something, you know. So start, listen, for those dudes that think like that, start letting that be known before, you know, before they get the ordering, because then you might be surprised. Their taste and what they got a taste for might change according to what you're saying. Because if I was a dude, I'm definitely gonna tell you now. Listen, look here, look here, look here. I'm saying just like that. Look at here, okay? Look here, look here, look here, okay? Baby girl, you order over here, get a little touch, feel your, you know, little peck on the cheek. But anything over here, oh, you dropping all of it, okay? We may not even make it back to the house. We may pull over in the parking lot, and but
I'll let my seat all the way
understand
down.
what I'm saying. It's going down.
It's
You're
going down.
listen. I don't want to hear no. I'm on. Listen. I don't want, because if you're
Put a
on,
cold
then you
towel
need
on that.
you need the order on this side of the menu.
Put a
Okay,
cold towel on that. That's
you order on this side when you're ready to, you know, get everything.
Matter of fact, I got a couple. Take this ibuprofen.
That's
That'll
what I'm
stop
saying.
that ibuprofen to stop it every time. Take this ibuprofen.
Drive right on up.
Right on up.
Right there, just like
Let's
that,
go.
just like that. So if that's the guys, if that's you, fellas, let them know. See, I believe that the fellas are afraid to say that because they don't want to lose and miss out on their opportunity. But you can't listen. That's where that confidence. See, the confidence come in. You gotta just.
Like, either, and I'm gonna give you two choices. Either we screwing or we screwing. I mean, it's so easy.
Either we screwing or I'm screwing. Either way it goes, it's gonna be some screwing going on. If you order over this $50, okay, I'm just gonna tell you like that. If you order over this $50, you know, so ladies, listen, you know, some of them are for experience this, you know, just.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
You knew when I said, come, you want to go on this date? You was like, yeah. Okay, well, you knew what it was when we got on this date. What you thought? We not in no 20s where you could play that you don't know routine. We ain't even out 30. I'm 42. I know exactly what I want.
Listen, a man, please, let a dude tell. Now, see, I'm gonna be the woman on the date that the dude has. So now I told you from the dude standpoint. So now let me tell you on the woman standpoint on this said date. Oh, he telling me I gotta stay on this side of the menu, or at the end of the night, or before I eat this, something gonna be and something else gonna be in my mouth. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Is that now? As he's saying that, I picked up my phone, and then, you know, as he's saying that, I'm grabbing from a purse too. He's like, so I'm gonna be feeling on something. I'm like, you're right. Look up under the table. This is what's, because you're gonna be feeling on something else gonna be feeling on you too. Hey, wait a minute, it ain't that serious. Okay, wait. See, no, keep just all I want you to do is keep talking. Keep talking that bull junkie about this little funky little $100 that you done spent.
I like
See,
Lisa says some girls are with it, just be honest, and that's what he gonna go. Jay,
they gonna go. I mean, I know, like it's 2022. It's not even like, I swear, people don't even have to lie and cheat. It's like you don't even have to sneak around. These folks are for all of the tricks, for all of the games, for all of the drama. But as I said, as for me, if you as a woman, if you asking to do, first of all, I just don't think that a woman should be asking to do that. I don't care what y'all say. It's 2022. Oh well.
Guys. I mean, that's it. If I like you,
I'm gonna throw a hint. I'm gonna throw a sign. You better receive the smoke signal too.
I've always been, even when it comes to like the dating sites, when I was doing that and stuff, and when the guys would come at me, I'd be like, okay. But when I would go after them, I like that better. I like to go see who I like, and that way I can pick. I don't want you to pick me. I like to pick you.
So listen, guys, if she's asking, look, don't put her in a position to ask. But if she does ask you out, still pay for the date. Okay, don't be like that. Don't be that dude. Don't be that dude, okay? Just pay for the date. Okay, just pay for it. But guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. Sure. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yes, guys. No. We ain't doing it. Not doing it whatsoever. Yes, we are not doing it whatsoever. Like if you have to ask him out, just I don't know, like send the smoke signal. You know, women, the 30 plus age range, we know how to flirt and get our attention, you know, and put it out there that we're interested and we want you to step to us. If you're not receiving that vibe, then no. But I'm not going to him. I'm not asking him. I'll just, you know, I like men to take the lead. I like a man that takes the lead.
So you gotta trade places every now and again. I just
we gonna trade places in a relationship. You know, once we got a relationship established. But as far as me, you know, initiating the relationship or initiating asking you out, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not gonna do it. But caller, please hold until we're done with our musical break, and we'll be right with you. Please. But guys, listen, ladies, we gotta just sit back and just sit in our feminine energy. And maybe my tongue said it wrong. Hold on,
I'm gonna sit my feminine and hey, then that I'm gonna sit my feminine and a little masculine because I'm on I'm getting that. I mean, I that's what I want, you know. You have to go after what you want. So if we've gone on this date and I've treated and stuff, I'm getting that penis. I'm getting it. I'm getting all of it. And you better, man, and mind you, before even if I treat, I'm going to know that penis is worth their getting it. Like I don't already, because I'm a crotch watcher. I just am. I be at work because I'm more so a crotch watcher like this. I hate when people walk around and no one tells them that their fly is down. So I watch crotches for that reason. Because I'm the one that tap you on the shoulder, sweetheart, your fly is down. They be like, man, thank you so much, E. I done walked around this place the whole day. Nobody told me nothing. So that's why I'm a crotch watcher. But now I watch gray jogging pants. Now you put these gray jogging pants on and all you see is a little dot right there. What are we doing? We're not doing that. Don't do that. You know? That's for the young and old. I don't care. I'm watching. Because I want to make sure that you happy, clearly, and then that whoever you go home to is happy. And I'm going to be happy too if I have to ask you on a date. Like, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Woo! Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, Simpli E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey, E, how's it going?
I'm gonna be a sex kitten. Oh, this Sunday I'm gonna just be in so much sex. It's just gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna shoot, and I'm gonna run through the rain. It's gonna be just sex, and I'm gonna be like, you know,
the life of a
dingling gods just deep.
Just rain down on me, rain down on shimmy, cocoa puff, shimmy on.
Thursday, well, I won't be here Thursday. But when you see me again, and then you see a dent in my head, I got hit by the penis.
I definitely will be judging. Guys, listen, tonight we are being brought to you by the J Spot Airbnb. Please go to our page, check us out. Listen, a beautiful, luxurious 2-bedroom condo right next to the United Center.
Yes.
Use reference code J, that's JAYE. We're also being brought to you by Delaware Inc. He has his spring lines out, you guys. Great t-shirts for both men and women. Go to his page, check it out, Delaware Inc. Use reference code J. Now, once you got your t-shirt and you done checked out the J Spot Airbnb, go ahead on it, get your hair faded, lined up. BK the Barber. Tell them how they can get in contact with them.
Go to bookski.com, look up Freelance Barbershop or BK the Barber. He is located in Springs, Texas. He is located at 3000 Spring Cypress Road, Suite D, Spring, Texas 77388.
And use reference code J. That's JAYE. Guys, we have a caller on the line. They were so nice to hold for us. Hi, caller. Say your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Atia. I'm calling from Nevada.
Hey, how you doing? Go ahead and say what you want to say, what you want to comment on.
Okay, so the question was pretty much based on, women and dating, and if you ask someone out for a date, who's the responsible party in that matter. And so there were a lot of comments from females like, you know what, first off, I don't ask men on dates, and other comments like, well, no, if I ask, I'm going to pay. And that was one of my comments. I said, it doesn't matter who. If I'm inviting a party, lunch, brunch, dinner, drinks, whatever it may be, I think that it is just appropriate to offer to pay. Like, they could pick up the tip, they could pay for parking. There's so many other things that the other party would be able to do that to minimize it to, oh, well, just, if they don't pay for dinner, then they're not a man or this, that, and the third. I think it's just a little bit minimalizing for a man as if to say that that's what their duties are. I think that the overall picture is that a man should bring peace into the situation. So if I ask to go out to dinner, I don't mind paying, just bring me peace. Don't bring me an attitude. Don't bring me a conversation that's just about you. Don't bring me, I don't mind fitting the bill.
See, you know what?
I don't mind fitting the bill.
Right, and you know what? We appreciate your comment, and we ask you this. We need your balance because, as you can see, we are a mess. Because if I ask him, listen, he's gonna be my baby mama. I already done said it. That's just what we need, your balance. So please continue to stay tuned because we need your energy because you think rationally. I struggle a little bit, so we need your balance.
No, look, can I just add one more thing?
Absolutely.
If the question had been if person A asks person B out to dinner, drinks, brunch, whatever it would have been, I guarantee you a lot of the women had said, no, I'm not paying, I'm not doing this. When you take gender out of the equation, it's a whole different answer.
That is so true.
Maybe somebody would have said, oh, no, it doesn't matter. Person A, who most likely would have said person A, because that's the person who asked. But see, we'll kind of never know. But a lot of things nowadays is just on gender. And like you said, we need that balance sometimes. Like, it's okay to do it. Why is there such a stigma? Oh, they're not a man if we don't do it. We got to go to traditional. See, a lot of women nowadays, they want the traditional man, but they don't want to be the traditional woman.
Ooh, you done hurt somebody with that one right there.
Look, if you heard it, if it was caught by you, it was meant to be. Not an insult, but if it was caught by you, it was caught.
Absolutely.
Where are you from originally?
Nevada.
I'm from Nevada.
New York.
I knew it. I'm like, I know. I'm from Jersey. I'm like, I know better. That's East Coast all day long.
Well, listen, we thank you so much for your comment. Thank you for tuning in. And again, please continue to chime in because we're going to definitely need your balance. Have a good night, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That great balance. We're going to need that all the way from, I think she said her name was Natia. We're going to need that because, especially me, because and he too. She said, listen, he going to have to do something strange for that meal. So, but Natia helped us to see it a different way. But yeah, he's still, if anybody having any kids, he's gonna definitely be having.
Yes,
my
that
baby.
last name is going to change to my name.
Right.
You know?
See, that's all I'm saying.
And
so,
that's okay because we're going to trade places for the night. I'm going to be, but my last name done already changed. So we might just, and this is one of the things that I enjoy, like with my husband, like we role play. So I just enjoy that. So you already know. Yeah, I'm paying for tonight. Go ahead. We're going to go to
Like,
the dinner
yeah.
we want to go to. Yeah. Oh, great. Because I plan on doing some freaky things to you and you're going to be Mr.
And see, fellas, here's another thing. I'm gonna tell you what. This is a good listen. If you're picking her up for the date, listen. I'm gonna tell you. There's a song that you can play that will just let you know. Play Genuine's. It's an old song. You owe me, Shawnee. Say what you like, just to back it up. You can hold my eyes, but now you know you owe me something, right? I'll be sitting up here. I say, "Oh, you some."
Yeah.
And then you just put it on so play it, but put it on repeat. Once you put it on repeat, she gonna know that you spitting that bull junkie to her, and all will be well. So we're just trying to throw out for more dating advice and dating tips. Go to the J Spot, and that's JAYE. Now listen, you all. Speaking of dating and paying and all this other bull junkie, first let me just put this out here. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I hate dating. I hate it here. Okay. I just absolutely hate it here. Okay. I had to get that out of my system. When dating, do you date one person at a time or are you dating multiple people? And if you're dating multiple people, do you let them all know that, listen, you're not the only one that I'm seeing? Because just to keep it, make sure everything and everybody, we're all on the same page. How does that work? Dating. Do you date one person at a time? Multiple people? If you're dating multiple people, do you put it out there as, listen, I'm seeing other people. Therefore, everybody can know how to move because I want to be informed. So let me make an informed decision. So if you're not all about me and you, then let me know because I don't want to be sitting up here being all up into you and then you're still exploring your options. I mean, we're exploring our options. We're not in a relationship. So, but I don't know. What do you think about that? Would you have
like
dated multiple people?
No, I don't like to date multiple people. I like to date one person at a time. Now, it doesn't matter if we only talking for that little week and you just blew me and I have to hang up on you and I move on to the next one because Jay knows me and if you've been watching this show for the past 6 years then you know that I cut off my feelings very quickly. It doesn't bother me one bit. So I can do one person at a time. That's why I ain't got to sit up here and lie, try to figure out your name. If I forget your name and call you something else, I don't want to do all that. When you date multiple people at one time, you got to remember your names. You got to remember the date that you go on, what time that you're supposed to go on this date with this person and that person. And then I can respect if you're honest and say, I'm not only dating you, I'm dating someone else. I can respect that. But most people don't do that. Most people will just keep that to themselves and they'll date multiple people. And I just can't do that. Now you wonder why you got a bum bump because you didn't slob with him, and her all the same day. And now you got a bum bump. So no.
See, and I'm like that too. So I'm when I date, I hate it there. I just really do. But I can only date one person at a time. Because I'm just an emotional person. So and I don't make that any secret. Like I'm an emotional person just by nature. So it's just like, yeah, so don't pay me like a whole lot of never mind. But I'm only gonna deal with one dude at a time. Now, if he chooses not to deal with just me, I respect that. But let me know that, you're dealing with somebody else. That's not going to change how I move, but I will be honest to say this, that will change how I get attached to you. And it rightfully so, because here's the deal. You're not like focusing all in on me. So even though I'm not seeing anybody else, at least I'm not putting all of my effort and all of my attention into you because you're not putting your all into me. So therefore, I feel like doing that, I don't think we will ever really honestly be, just for me, I wouldn't be able to honestly get to know a person until it's just us. There are no outside interferences, because as long as there are outside interferences, you'll never get all of me. You'll never get 100% access to who I am, because I'm on guard. I have to protect myself, because here's the deal. It's still other competition out there. So you haven't narrowed down and said, you're who I want to be with. So until that's said, I'm not going to be all in. I'm not going to be out here seeing other people, because the way my attention is set up, like ESM, I'm like, I don't want to have to remember what your favorite food is, or what you
confused with this other person. They like noodles and this other person allergic to noodles.
Right. I'm like, now you mess around, need an epi shot, and gave you some dog, took you to the shrimp house, and now you sitting up here having an allergic reaction, because I'm like, oh Lord, I'm about to kill you before I even get you. You know, so it's just things like that. So I personally would not date more than one person. But again, if a man told me no, you know, he's dating more than one woman, I can respect that. But again, for me to be all in a situation like that, I'm just not going to be all in. But this is the way it's supposed to be. Don't take away a person's choice or their opportunity to be there. Put it out there. So if you run the risk of that person not being totally in, then you have to make a decision as the person that wants to date multiple people. Okay, so do I want to just date this person right now and just see how that goes, and have access to 100% of this person? Or do I want to just still have this person in my life, but I still want to see and do other people? And that will be the choice that you have to make, because here's the thing. Over here, it's a whole different lot of personalities in just this one person right here. One day you're going to get sunshine. Next day you're going to get the storm. You're going to get the... So it's like, dealing with me, do you really need to deal with other people? Because I got like a whole lot of personalities for all these people anyway. So like, don't let the lip gloss fool y'all. Be trying to tell y'all like, woo. Listen, sometimes the elevator just be stuck between the basement and first floor. Be like, then the power go out. And it's stuck right there in the basement. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it tricked up. But I believe that if you are a person that dates multiple people, I'm not opposed to you doing that. Just let people know. Guys, if y'all want to chime in, 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. Don't take away a person's choice to choose on whether or not they want to deal with you, because you want to have all of the candy. You want the Starburst, you want the Skittles, you want the Jolly Rancher, you just want it all, you little greedy son of a gun. Hey, pick one. Pick one. You can't have what you want, all that fun.
Why can't you have more?
Because you're going to have cavities, and ain't nobody going to be dealing with you with cavities. So choose one. But again, fellas, some people say, listen, that's the purpose of dating. You're supposed to see one person, multiple people at a time. Well, no, I'll say to you is, hey, get a quicker sorting process. Sort through these bad boys. Sort through them. And then you want to date multiple people, but then y'all complaining about paying for the dates. Hey, make it make sense. That's why you're complaining about paying for the dates, because y'all out here trying to date and see multiple people. If you go with young lady A, this week, Friday, Saturday, Friday, my gosh, she's saying, let me hit on her Saturday. See how it is. Still not sure. Hey, put her in the waiting area. Go on about your next business. Find somebody else. But put her in the waiting area. If she's still there, then, hey, go back and try it again. I don't know. Wait, LaJuan is saying, gets to be overwhelming and you get tired and frustrated. And then we have Deco C saying open communication is key. Absolutely. So definitely communicate what you're in. Again, this is something that should be discussed up front. Like, don't hold it back and don't listen. Sometimes I know ladies be afraid to ask or be afraid to tell. But this is the time where you're supposed to put that ish out there. Don't wait till 3 months down the line. Y'all done hung all off the chandeliers. Now he decided to say, I'm seeing other people. Wait, what? So I done put on some of my best moves my best tricks, and this Bama tell me I'm seeing other people. Oh, I thought you was too. Get your
You know.
woo. See, that's how y'all copy on the repo list and stuff, because because playing them games like that, when you could just say it up front, if they don't like it, guess what? No harm, no foul, because nobody has anything vested. The problem comes in when you're not honest, or you wait too long to be honest. 3 months, 6 months down the line, now I thought you was dating other people. I thought you were dating other people as well. When we talk about that,
My boom's about to fall off.
you got a wardrobe malfunction. But it's like, when did we get so we ain't never talked about it. And here's the thing, not talking about it don't make it right. Not talking about it is not an excuse, or it's not a getaway to move either way. Somebody has to initiate the conversation. And I think that it's the person that would not, the person that's only dating one person, those people that get caught up in their feelings and their emotions. To protect yourself, you should be the one to initiate it, because you're the one that's more than likely that's going to get your feelings hurt when you find out that, I can't believe that he was saying it. Well, yeah, right. It's like, okay, well, you called him at 11:30 on Friday, and he didn't call you back until 12:30 Saturday afternoon. I mean, what you think was going on? So it's just like, protect yourself, especially, again, if you're a person that wear your emotions on your sleeve. Protect yourself. So have a conversation. Again, if it's not for you, if that's not the type of arrangement that you're cool with, then at least you have the opportunity to, get away from it. But we should be definitely having these conversations, which leads us into the next hot topic. Now, listen, what do you all think about this? There's a video circulating, and the lady is saying that, if a man is not in financial position, if he doesn't have, a car and a house and things of that nature, if he's financially strapped, then don't try to pursue or entertain a relationship with him, because he's not going to be fully vested into that relationship, because his finances is not in order. So she's saying that he's not going to be happy. None of that stuff is going to happen. So what do you all think? Did she tell the truth with that? Like, if a man is not happy with his financial position, will he be happy dating you? What do you think about that?
I think that depends on certain men. Certain men will be like, I want to get all my stuff together before I even date you. And sometimes I think that's an excuse. They just don't want to date you. And then some men, they may need you as that motivation to, put a little fire underneath for them to get all their stuff in order. And when they see that you got their back, they're like, bet, don't worry, because I've met couples, and I know couples that have been married for like 50 years, that when they first were dating and stuff, or first, was together and they got married, like they didn't have anything. And he told her, and he told his mom, give me 2 years. That's all I need is 2 years, and I promise you won't have to worry about anything. And she gave him those 2 years. They had got married and stuff. She moved in with his mom or whatever, and he hit the road and was selling insurance and stuff and making sure that she was straight. And so now I think they have moved into like their 6th or 7th home. She does not want for anything. She hasn't want for anything in about 30 or 40 years, and mind you, they've been married for 50 years. And she's straight. She doesn't do nothing all day but like tend to her new car. Like, he just bought her an Alfa Romeo. She gets a new car like every other year and stuff. Like, she doesn't want, but she was the motivation that he needed to, let me get me together. Just give me these 2 years. And he didn't say, well, we're going to put us on hold. He was like, rock with me. I just need 2 years. Rock with me. And I promise you, I'll make it worth your while. And she did that.
And see, it's like, when I listened to the lady, I was just like, wow, for me, I think it made sense, because I've actually heard a lot of men say that. And it hasn't been men that I've been dealing with. It's been like, even with my son, he's like, well, I don't want to date anybody or get in a relationship or anything until I get myself together. I've had brothers, good guy friends, cousins. It's a lot of dudes that I've heard say that. So when the woman said, it kind of hit differently, because I'm just like, you know what? She's right. Because sometimes if you get them and they're not ready, like sometimes they will, be unhappy, because, if a man that is a leader and he's not able to lead and provide for his family or provide for himself, a lot of times, that plays with their ego. I mean, men pride themselves on being able to take care of themselves and those around them. So I can definitely see, where she was coming from with that statement. And I can understand from where men that would feel like that. As a woman, could you wait or could you deal with that situation? And my thing would be, is it just depends on, like, have you been a stat, like with the COVID, a lot of people lost a lot of stuff. So could that realistically happen? Like, okay, in the 30 plus age range, could he say, you know what, listen, I just need you to rock with me. And, listen, if you had it and then lost it and now you got to rebuild it, some may be willing to entertain that. But it's like, if you ain't never had it, you still the 40-year-old rapper off of Daddy's Little Girl, I want some shrimps. No, sir.
You have to be realistic.
No, sir.
And everything, and that's the thing. It has to be realistic now. And I've had a dude that tried to date me. He was a 37-year-old rapper, and I was like,
not gonna happen. Nothing against rappers, but here, we're not against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those
stuff. And then they try to play, well, 2 Chainz was, you're not 2 Chainz.
Sure not.
Don't.
Sure not.
Everybody
sure
can't
not.
be 2 Chainz.
Not at all. So it's like nobody is knocking your hustle. Like, knock it out. But fellas, let me know, what do you all think about that? Did this lady hit it on the mark? Or is that just a woman just like, oh, no. Like he was saying, that's just for some dudes, that's just a cop-out. They didn't want to be bothered with you, or you not that one. But fellas, is that a true statement? If your finances, if your stuff ain't in order, your bag ain't together, should a woman even think about getting close to you at that moment when you don't have your stuff, your foundation is not together, so you don't even know how you're going to take care of you? Should women stay away from you all in that situation? Or like he said also, man, she could be the guiding force that could help you. The only way I can see this woman being a guiding force is, again, if he's already got some stuff and he's working it out, then, she can push. But if the dude is strapped, unmotivated, ain't doing nothing, and you just...
And that just defeats
you selling dreams, bro. You don't even believe your own dream, because if you did, you would be up working towards it and not just, giving people pillow talk. It's like you would be working towards 9:30 Central Standard Time right here on Facebook Live. Yes. But, you would not be selling those dreams. You would be working towards it. But I don't know, just like at this point in the game, 30 plus, like, if he lost it, then, you don't really have to really see it. It'll be a whole lot of other different variables that I would have to look at before I would say, oh, I'm going to sign on to this. No, listen.
I have to know that, with this person, that I got you. Because I've been married, we call it the PM. I've had my pseudo marriage. I've been in relationships, and some relationships I'm like, we ain't about to. It never made the relationship mark. You just got my phone number, because I can't see me struggling or even possibly being your cheerleader. When I remember one guy, he tried to talk to me, and he was like, he had been living here for about 6 months. He was here from Texas, and he hadn't found a job yet. And I'm just like, And he lived in his family's building, and he had the basement apartment, and his mom and his sisters basically paid for his utilities and stuff. And then I was like, well, sweetheart, we can't talk. And he was like, you gonna really dump me because I ain't got no job? Well, I can't dump you because we're not together. But no, I can't talk to you either because you have no job. That makes no sense that you've been here in the Chicagoland area for 6 months and you have not had one piece of income. Like you just dried up the little part that might have could have gotten wet. You just turned into the Sahara Desert on you because that's not going to never happen.
It's not. I mean, because the last thing, it's really hard to be horny and hungry at the same time. You can't have both of those H's, horny and hungry. Mm-mm. It's just not. It's just not a good look, and it's not a good fit. So it's just like if he's just living on a dream, then and again 40, 30 plus. And he's still, man, I'm gonna start this car dealership. Fam, you've been saying that since you was 23. And it's 35 plus, and you still ain't started.
That's still a realistic thing. Because you're 30 plus, you still talking about a dealership. That's still realistic. But if you 30 plus and you talking about, man, I'm about to start this rapping thing.
No, you're going to have to be about it because if you've been talking about it for 23 and you ain't got car, I mean,
yeah, if you haven't asked me either, listen, I really want to start this. I don't know about how to go about it. And then I show you or figure it out if I research, because mind you, we're partners up in there. Right. So I'm going to research for you. You said you're going to do this, is what you want to do. You got the little money saved up, bet. Let me research for you, figure it out or whatever. We're going to put this together. Now, after I researched and you just have sat there and twiddled your little fingers and still nothing, and a few days pass by and a few days turn into weeks and months and stuff, and now it's a year or two, and you come back to me 2 years later, I really want to start this. I'm gonna look at you like you're stupid because we're not doing this.
See, because it's like when people are really serious about doing something, there's gonna be evidence of what they're saying that is going to support what it is that they're saying. So again, if this dude has been talking about he's gonna start his car dealership, then guess what? You're going to see cars around the house, broke down cars, pieces of cars. You're going to see something. You're going to see something that's, supporting what it is that he's saying. So he may not have it all off the ground, but you can tell that, okay, he's not just talking. He is out there, it may not be moving as fast as he thought it would move or as fast as you may want it to move, but at least he's not selling you a dream. And so again, like he said, you might be the guiding force that helps him bring and piece all those things together. But you're not going to sit up here and tell me that you going to have a car dealership and you sitting up there playing the video game every chance you off, and you're never working your business. You got a job, that's, yes, no problem with that. But don't sit up here and say that, you working towards something else, but there's no evidence in it. Like, get off your job and then go back there in the backyard and hit them cars. Like, it has to be some type of evidence toward it. So just be mindful. And I'm not saying throw folks out because, they ain't got it together. They ain't. But be mindful. Watch and listen. But them 30 plus. Whoo, and you still, I'm going to act. Okay, well, I know Morgan Freeman and all of them got started at the 30, they late 30s and all this other stuff. Have you at least been an extra? Are you at least going on casting calls? Are you at least volunteering and doing free? Listen, you have to be doing something towards what your dream is. If not, listen, you just wasting hot air. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be believing in. Listen, her eggs are dying, as she losing eggs, as she listening to you keep on dreaming. And your sperm cells, they drying up as you speak. Because you know what? They going back home because they tired of hearing that same old nonsense as well. So her eggs is tired and your sperm, they tired like, yeah, this ninja right here, yeah, he lying again. Well, fellas, come on. We're not going to be needed. Let's go to the back, because when he get up in here and use his hand to start abusing himself, we're not going to be needed. I'm not going to be, listen, I'm not going to be traveling all this way just to make a blank trip to end up in his palms. I'm not going to do it. That's what his sperm is saying. I'm not going to do it. So listen, Nobody knocking you, but it has to be some work. Guys, we're going to take a short musical break.
Sure.
And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Oh, y'all like I did that? But listen, they up there. Listen here, girl. Now you already know. Look, now you know I told you I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make it big in this. I'm gonna make it big in this music thing. I'll be sitting up there live. Okay. You said what? Yeah, well, Puffy, he started off as an intern. Here you are, you 47, and you sitting up here telling me what Puffy did in his 20s. Listen, bruh, listen, I'm not gonna shoot your dreams down. I'm not. You need to probably think of a different strategy, okay? You may want to think of a different field because you're not going to be the rapper. Now, you still have time to find and produce the talent, but as far as you being a talent, listen, 47 in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, you dead in dog years. Like you're dead in dog.
2 Chainz was like the torchlight because 2 Chainz, if I'm not mistaken, he was like 44.
Gee.
When he started,
he looked like it.
He was 42 or whatever.
Ain't gonna talk to me.
But what people don't know is like 2 Chainz was ghostwriter for a lot of people and stuff. He may have started his rapping career when he was in his 40s.
Where is it over with yet?
No, he's still making music and stuff. But he ghost wrote for a lot of people and stuff, and that's how he was able to go ahead and do his thing. He didn't just start, I'm gonna be a rapper today. Like, no, he had actually longevity.
And he was already in the industry.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You're already in the industry. So now the opportunity presented itself for now I got the opportunity to step out in the forefront. But he didn't just walk up a 40-something-year-old and, oh, here's my demo. Listen, they would think he's a ghost. Like, who got this spirit in here? Because of the age. You're dead in the music industry, entertainment industry, you're dead you're in dog years. So 40 in the industry, listen, it's like 80 in the real world. So that's just the way it is. It's like everybody want to be young and stuff. I don't. I'm trying to get a senior citizen discount and stuff. I be asking them all the time, can I get this senior coffee and all this other stuff? They be tripping, but my time is coming. And when it do, I'm be like, flat out, give me that discount. They by that time, we probably don't be getting no good discounts. No way, the way this thing is working. But it's all good. Just work on your dreams. But sometimes you got to let these dudes, they got to figure it out. We can't be coming to, I'm going to fix it, because we women, as by nature, most of us, we're fixers. We want to make everything better. But some dudes, they like, man, you know what? I know I'm going to be able to give you the world. I'm going to be able to give you everything. But I got to get myself
5,
together.
4, 3, 2.
Hey, boys.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time, on intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, Simpli E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey, E, how you doing?
I'm feeling great.
Oh, what?
No, because like my polish that I got for my toes, right? My favorite number, 420.
I gotta see it.
Let me see.
Let me see. Oh, I like that. That's the color I like to wear too.
It's 420.
I like that.
Right.
I like that.
Okay.
But guys, listen, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now listen, don't go nowhere, because go right on around the corner to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, the J Spot Radio. Again, that's Jaye. Tonight we are being brought to you by the J Spot Airbnb. Woo-hoo-hoo! You guys, it's a 2-bedroom luxurious condo ranch.
Right.
Next door to the United Center. Like literally, you walk out the back door, you're at the United Center. That's just how close it is. So definitely take a look at it, share it, like it, put it on your wish list, check it out, keep your feathers at home. Also, we're being brought to you by Delaware Inc. Guys, he has his nice spring line out. Go ahead and place your order today. And once you're done placing your order, listen, get lined up, faded up. BK the Barber, how can they do that, E?
Contact BK the Barber at 832-955-2532 or go to bookski.com and look up BK the Barber at Freelance Barbershop located in Spring, Texas, 3000 Spring Cypress Road, Spring, Texas, 77388.
And you use reference code JAYE for all three. Now listen, you all. This next hot topic, and it's a question, so don't get all up and listen, because we've all been in this position. We've all been in this situation, so don't be like, oh my God, I can't believe she asked that. Well, I'm asking and I'm talking about it because somebody else wanted to talk about it. Now listen, when you are dating, and listen, okay, just listen. If you're eating, just, push it on, put it on a little, put your plate back a little bit. But at what point do you do number 2 in front of your mate? At what point you're dating? Because some people won't use the bathroom. They won't pass gas, let alone do number 2 in front of them, in their house or in their presence or on the date or anything. So at what point do you feel comfortable enough to go ahead and just, listen, I want to be free. I'm not going to sit up here and hold this up in me all, we got a whole date ahead of us. I got to go. My stomach is rumbling and I can't hold it. At what point do you get comfortable, or in the 30 plus age range, that's no longer a concern? Like, is that even an issue? Guys, if y'all want to talk to us, 708-223-8953. Again, 708-223-8953. At what point do you just blow their commode up? At what point? Baby, listen, all of the coffee, the cream, listen, the jalapeno, all that's coming out. At what point do you say, you know what? It's time. I think we need to get to know each other a little bit better. And he'll be like, well, what you mean by that? Where your bathroom at? Go up in there. Go up in there.
I've never thought of it like that. Like, if I have to use it, I just have to use it. I mean, I'm not about to sit up here and die because I think you cute. Like Lisa said, immediately better out than in. Exactly. I'm not hurting myself because you cute and I really like you. But the reality of it is we all boo-boo. And if you don't boo-boo, then I can't date you because you are trapped up and it's all up in you. And that stuff is going to come out somehow. You probably got bad breath. Don't know why you got bad breath. You think it's a rotten tooth. It's not. You're full of mess. So, I mean, I can tell you how to disguise it and everything. If you ladies, even dudes, you got to go do it. You got to go do the number 2 and not the number 1. Great. You go up in there. You see if there's some air freshener in there first, okay? You see the air freshener, perfect. Spray the air freshener into the toilet. And then after you spray it in the toilet, you run the water, a little bit, and then you go ahead. But see, you make sure you massage your stomach because you can't be in there for a long time. That's how you get caught. You got to be in there for a short time. So you massage your stomach while you sit up there talking to him or her or whatever, and even have them, can you just massage my stomach a little bit? They think it's cute and sexy, but it's really nice so you can boo-boo. And so after you massage, you can feel like your booty's starting to sweat a little bit. That's how you know it's time. You're like, can I see your bathroom? You excuse yourself a little bit. Oh, like you pour me something to drink or whatever. Cool, bet. So you go up into the bathroom and stuff, and you sit on the toilet, you spray, like I told you. You turn the water on. Now when you're about to it's about to come down because you're going to pee first. Before you pee, then the boo-boo comes. You don't never boo-boo and no pee comes out. That's something wrong with you. So you pee, and then you're about to boo-boo. go ahead and flush, because while you're boo-booing, the flush suction is rolling now, and it's going to suck whatever's coming up out of your booty right into the little whirlpool down in the thing, and then spray again real fast. That way you good. Now, if you've left some streaks there, now, see, you can't leave out and with streaks. This ain't your house. Some of you little trifling little bastards leave the streaks in your home. This is not your house. This is the person you're trying to impress, that maybe they'll say, yeah, I'll take your hand in marriage, or yeah, I want to propose to this mug. It's going to be one of the two. So if you leave streaks, look for the toilet brush. If there is no toilet brush, leave, because the helper is nasty and he's nasty. Okay, so you can leave the streaks because they're nasty anyway. That's what they do. But if you see the toilet brush, get the brush, and if the toilet brush is nasty, they nasty bastards. So you scrub around there and put a little cleaner solution up in there. And if you might have to put a little cleaner solution in your purse real quick, just squeeze it out like that, set it up, and be like, Batman. And then you go back up in there, you're good to go. Be like, yeah, I'm great. Thank you. And that should take you like literally 5 minutes. But if you wait and you just be like, well, I need to use the bathroom.
See, 5 minutes, it don't take 5 minutes to pee. So
yeah, but no, you know that you be a little nosy. That's what they're thinking. Well, she probably putting her makeup on, it's like that. But if you're taking 10 to 20 minutes, yeah, you taking the shenanigan, because you got to sit there and rock it on out because you're dehydrated. So that's why you got to rock that little stuff on out of you. You sit up there reading a magazine, trying to focus and concentrate to make sure that you can just go ahead and get this long turd on up out of you. And now she going to be like, oh my God, he's up in there stinking up my whole bathroom. And it might go the way social media is now. They might be bogus and go live and stuff. And when you walk in the bathroom and bust you out like it's stinky behind and messed up my whole toilet and stuff. So you got to pace yourself. I'm telling you.
It's all so let me tell y'all what happened to me. See, it's always
that's the bogus one. She's gonna sit there and talk about the poor little man that stepped up her little toilet.
No, but let me tell you, this is what happened to me. So I was out, and so I'm on a date, and so you had been talking for a while, and so now I detox. I detox a lot. So with detoxing, like I'm taking drinking apple cider vinegar, taking Mag 7 pills, all of this. So now listen, sometimes when I take the Mag 7 pills, it causes my stomach to churn. I don't be hungry and I don't be passing gas. It's just cleaning all the crap out, and sometimes you can hear it. And so one time I was with him, and he's gonna say, this is when we first, when I first met the guy, we was just met. Huh? Yeah, and so I was just like, he was like, what is that? Why is your stomach sounding like that? He was like, do you gotta use the bathroom? He was like, you could just go ahead and use the bathroom. What are you holding it for? And I was like, I don't have to use the bathroom. I was like, that's my stomach is just churning. He's like, well, are you hungry? We just got through eating, but we can go back and get you some more.
You hungry?
And I'm like, well, no, I wasn't hungry. I had just came off the detox. So I'm like, I couldn't eat a whole bunch. I know what I have to do to ease off of it. But he was just like, well, just use whatever you got to do, use the bathroom, but make it stop. I'm like, well, it's going to stop on its own. But from there, I'm just like, I was just thinking back, did I ever go to the bathroom? No, I don't remember ever going to the bathroom. Now I'm very particular about doing number 2. I don't know why. We all do it, yes. But, I guess if for me, I have to make it, and now I'm like, look, because you're going to know anyway when I'm missing the action. You already going to know that, I'm sick, my stomach is tore up or whatever the case is. So I don't know. But if I'm nervous, I can't, I'm not going to be able to use it no way. So it's I haven't really been in situations a lot where I've had the number 2 at somebody's house. But as soon as I get home, I guess my body is like, okay, we're back in the safety of our own home. Because when I use the bathroom, I'm going to tell you, it's an experience for me. I'm taking my shoes off. I just want to just sit there. I just like to sit on my toilet and just sit and I just like to sit there. If something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you can't do that at somebody else's house. So I like to see my stuff laying all over the bathroom floor because it's my bathroom. And then whatever happens in there, then we're all going to be happy. Sometimes I'll sit in the bathroom on the toilet for hours till my feet have went to sleep, just sitting there. this is crazy. Got this whole big old house. Where you at? My family, like the thing about my sisters, they already know her dumb butt in the bathroom. Yeah, because I like sitting in my bathroom. Like I just do. But going number 2, I don't care how old I am. Listen, I still get nervous, like because, and I know we all do it, and it's better out than in. I do know that. And farting, oh my goodness, listen. Don't let that fart turn to a shart. Listen, man, you gonna be.
But see, that's because you have to boo boo,
and then it slide up on your back, and then it's just like
a regular you got gas, you gassy this day, but a boo boo gas is different because your stomach is saying, dude, don't push. Because I was gassed a few seconds ago, but that ain't gonna be gas if you push. That's gonna be something else. And don't be prairie dogging it, where you pop in and out. Don't do that. Because then you're gonna have a little streak down in your drawers and stuff. So don't do that. Just clench it, and your booty gonna be sweating because you're clenching it. But just get to the nearest toilet and be like, dude, I got to go. Just everything you're doing, like. I think you cute and fine and all that good stuff. But seriously, I have to go. Listen, it just is what it is. I got to go.
But I know somebody that said he stopped talking to this lady. He was like, man, first of all, he was like, he couldn't believe that you don't listen. Ooh, don't do this. Stop this toilet up.
See, that's where, okay, so that was the other thing. So when you letting out the long logs, right? Because we all let out long logs, whatever. And if that snake don't go down that hole while you flushing it, so you see if there's a plunger in the bathroom, while it's still flushing, you plunge real fast and it's gonna suck it right on it. Please wash the plunger. Please, nobody wants to go back in their bathroom after you done had your behind up in here and you must did something a little bit strange because I heard some suction motion, but I ain't be like, well, because I'm gonna be more happy that okay, at least he got that out. He got that out. Please don't let it be no dingleberries because you guys don't know how to wipe properly.
Oh yeah, gonna have. Oh my goodness.
So hopefully you wiped and you got some wet tissue and wiped back there and everything else is straight, but. Wash off the plunger and everything too, just in case, whatever.
See, no, y'all gotta get in the tub before
but
y'all.
I'm saying, if you just need to use the bathroom, like you can't just get in my tub.
Right, you can't do it, and then we're not doing it tonight.
This is the second time. This is where you're comfortable around schnitting around me. You done gave up the coochie before you felt comfortable around schnitting.
What if you didn't have to? Yeah, at the time because you wasn't comfortable. Like you haven't just, I don't know. Like you haven't done it yet. Like you haven't. Pass gas in front of them, like
girl. Listen,
you gotta just listen.
I'm passing gas. It just is.
But what if you ain't been gassy and
silence is deadly. But you always have your little spray with you, and you just fan your legs. Thick thighs save lives, and that's the reason for that.
Yes, indeed.
Thick thighs that Edric got. You just flap them a little bit, and you make sure that you get them like behind an old couple, because old couples are always. Farting and stuff. They, so you.
I want to be listened.
No, you get behind them because if you're gassy. You get behind them, let it rip. It got to be quiet because, the silent ones is a deadly one.
Yes, it is.
So you let it rip, and then your dude be like, and then it be like, oh my God.
You're like, oh, baby, I'm sorry.
No, you blame it on the old people in front of you. So therefore, it's not even you. Be like, yeah, I don't believe she sat up here and did that like that. I know, boo, I know. That's what it is. You can't do it for you. You don't blame yourself.
Hey, we got Michael Simmons. He said, Jay, just stopping by. Hey, y'all. Jay, why you telling bathroom stories? He said, what the WTHR, LOL. Listen, Michael, have you ever had a woman that was afraid to go to the bathroom in front of you? Because I think that men are more lax. And what do you all think? Like, are men more lax? Like, men are more prone to just let it out and just keep it going, opposed to, I think some women are more reserved with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but I'm like, I got to get comfortable before I can, my body is, and it's not even that I've been to the point where I got to hold it in. I'm just not comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, then it's like, okay, I don't got to boo-boo. I don't got to do anything.
No, I think and it's funny because even with my
Michael, he said, yep. She was afraid to use it around you.
You gotta use it. Like when my PM, he would be in there all day, you know, just to boo boo. Like it doesn't take that long for me.
That means your
like
system, something wrong with your system. You gotta get that.
2 minutes and it's over with. Like it don't take forever in a day. And in my current, I remember when we got married and stuff, and he had his bathroom, and we was talking about, you know, talking to each other while we're in the bathroom, and so he was like, "Babe, I love you, but right now I can't."
That was stop me up too.
He was like, "I can't even have you up in here with me because it's not gonna smell so well." I was like, "Okay, fine," but for me, like it doesn't. As long as you ain't trying to stare in my face while I'm sitting up here, that's like dogs do. Dogs, if you have a dog, they'd be the main ones looking at you.
Oh no, them little kids. Listen, when my son was little, because it was just by him being the only child, if I would go to the bathroom, I used to always keep the door open because I'm like, you got a 2-year-old, you got a little kid, you got to keep the door open while they're out there or whatever. So I would keep, and he would just sit right there and just. I'm like, you don't want to go fast, you know, go get you a book. And so when he was like, got old enough to know, I was like, go get you a book. Go get your coloring book. You gonna be in that long? Why you asking me? Go get you a coloring book before I put you out.
With the porcelain best friend of mine. My children would barge in. They just recently stopped. The oldest one, he just knows. But that little young one, and he's not even young, but he's young enough. He like, okay, you mom. And I've been barging it all this time. Why should I stop now? You know, so listen, I need to tell you something. Okay, yeah, I'll get you using it. You okay? I gotta talk to you about. I'm like, God.
My son does the same thing still too. It's like the door closed. He don't open the door, but he'll stand out there and he'll just talk until I'll be like, so now my concentration now it's gonna take me another whole hour after the point that we done talking so I can get back in my comfortable place because we having a conversation and he's like I said, still do it to this day. You know what happened? You know, I'm like, dog, get my shoe, where my socks at? Let's just put my socks back on and get on up out of here.
Shoot, mine, they know, and even like I roam the house like naked, like I sleep naked. So when I get up and everything get ready, usually the house is asleep, so I am able to roam freely. You know, nobody can catch me. And then this morning, my oldest son, he came in the house, and so he knows that I roam around naked. So he was like, before he came up the staircase, and I was ironing my clothes, he was like, "Mom." I'm like, God. And he walks silently, so you can't even hear.
That's like, yes, that's so like this cat bird I live with.
Okay, you're going to see some things you ain't ready for. You're going to see where you came from. You might not want to do that. He's like, okay. I'm like, can you just hand me XYZ? And then I snatched my stuff and I ran in the bedroom. Can you put that stuff down for me since you want to, creep your little behind up in here? So if you're going to do the number 2, go ahead and do it. Just
wait, so Michael, he said, no, I'm not relaxed about that at all. I wouldn't allow my ex-wife in the bathroom while I was in there at all. See, that's what it's so okay.
See, this is the killer thing. Y'all don't want us to see you in that time, space, whatever. But y'all are happy to whip your winkies out and be like, see, look right here. If you got a little hair bump, baby, can you get this hair bump right here? And then they have a hair bump like right by their booty.
Then they be like, can you get in the doctor?
No.
You be in the nurse I busting it for
why I gotta go all the way down there? But I can't sit with you in the bathroom and us just talking. Yeah, you may be. I'm not gonna stare at you while you're doing it. But you don't mind if my face is right down there with tweezers, pulling up your nutsack, and this hair bump look like it's pretty deep, baby. I'm gonna have to go up in here and pull it out, and it's right underneath your nutsack. I can do all of that, but I can't sit in the bathroom with you while you go on boogie boo.
It's like that sometimes. We didn't make the rules. We just got we need our relaxation. We can't have you up in there while we trying, because some of our systems just don't quite perform like that. It's like you gotta use it. You gotta do number 2 under pressure, and the number 2 don't process when you're under pressure. When you feel like you got an audience, or somebody know that you about to handle your business. Your system
Michael
just
that's
don't.
His private time. Listen.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Michael.
When we're in this marriage or relationship, we're coexisting together. There is no such thing as private time.
Nope.
You've given all that stuff up. So if I have to I remember, oh my God.
He said my system is bad.
Then Then okay, then if your system is bad, be like, baby, this ain't the quick one. This ain't the quick one. No, this is the long. So just let me give me about 10 minutes. I'm gonna open the windows up in here. Bet I got you. When you want me to light a candle for you, you need a candle and some incense.
We need to have 2 separate bathrooms, and then life would be perfect.
No, I hated when I would have guests, and I have 2 bathrooms, and they be like, "E, you know, I have to use the bathroom." Listen, don't do number 2 down here at this one because you're gonna get embarrassed because everybody's gonna know what all you did.
Right.
Go upstairs, right at the staircase. There's a bathroom that's ready for you, and it's got a little vent, and it's spacious. Go on, enjoy yourself. Break my toilet, it's okay.
Not me.
Just don't overflow it, because if you overflow it, now you're gonna be. That's why I give you the hints on how to quick plunge. I've been in these situations. The only reason I know that, like I was a teenager and I stopped up the toilet and I was like, huh, what to do? And I was like, let me quick plunge it. So now I know exactly like what to do. You know, oh, that looked like I'm jacking off.
Yep, listen, somebody about to pay for a meal. Keep on playing.
Quick plunging it like that, you know, and then you good to go. And my slow children, they just don't get it. They be like, Mom, the toilet's overflown. And I'd be like, what you do? I just had to.
I'm like, okay, you're going to have to clean this up. Wait, Michael, he's saying we not sharing that time. I'm with you on that, Michael. I won't. That's my time, and I just have to regroup and get it together. But, you know, I just, you know. No, I'm not. I'm just like, I'm not. I'm trying not. Like, man, I don't know. I just have to. My system has to just get there because, like I say, you know, I'm like, once I get home and then I'm like, yeah, okay, this is my space. Take the shirt off, take the shoes off, short, whatever. Then we just, now we're happy and we can just let our systems work the way it's supposed to. I will say this, the only time I cannot control that is if I'm detoxing. If I'm detoxing, listen, all bets are off, whether I'm comfortable or not, there will be a flush, whatever. But the good thing about it is it's quick. It ain't no, you're thinking about it as soon as you sit down, it's just, so it's just like the same time span. But when you're not, and you need a little process, but listen, you know, I'm not going to tell you to be sitting up here using it in front of people. It's a natural process because some of y'all processes don't smell natural. Some of them is just like you need a cleansing and you can't be doing that around other people because my friend, he was like, man, she smells so doggone bad. He was like, I could never be intimate with her. And this was a long time. Like, we've been friends for a long time. And he was, and he stuck true to that. Like, he literally stopped talking to her because of that.
That's bad though. But that's because of what you eat. If you're eating all this meat and stuff and your body smells like if you have ever smelled rotted meat that has set out outside in the sun, like, and just has this smell, your insides smell like that if you eat meat all the time, every day.
I don't know what she had.
Veggies and stuff. And when you defecate, it will smell bad. Like, you'd be like, damn, like, it smells bad. So what is the point of going through all of that? Eat you some. I always eat a salad. Just about every day I eat a salad or whatever. Some green veggies. It's stuff don't get it twisted now. Vegetarians leave some bricks too, because I dated one that had a whole brick up in there. Like, dude, goddamn. And it stank too. But still, it don't smell nothing like rotted flesh and stuff.
Well, I don't know what she smelled like, but he was just like, no. He's like, I couldn't do it. He was like, it was just, he said that it turned him off. He was like, I couldn't be sexually attracted to her after, you know, I was just like, what? I said, boy, you are crazy, but he never talked to her again. So I'm just like, so be mindful of all that. Number 2, listen, drink you some nice apple cider vinegar and just, you know, regulate your system and then you'll be all right. It won't, because you're not, here's the trick. Really, the real trick is once your system is really clean, it's not supposed to smell. So it don't smell when you clean. Just FYI, yeah, you can be up in there smitten and sharding, and it's not that toxic gonna knock you off your feet. It's not that when your system is clean. So if it's horrible, you need a good detox and you need a good cleaning. Speaking of detox, and cleaning. Listen, ladies, is it okay for your man to remain friends with his ex? And is it also okay for him to have female friends? Ladies, same thing. Fellas, same thing. Is it okay for your current to remain friends with their ex and then they have a lot of friends of the opposite sex? Is that okay, or is that just, are you setting yourself up for some bull junkie? You guys, if you want to talk to us, 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. What do you think about that, E? Is it okay to be friends with your ex? Is it okay for your current to be friends with their ex? And is it also okay for them to have friends of the opposite sex?
I mean, if I trust you, and I don't really trust everybody, but if I trust you, like I trust my husband. My pseudo husband, I didn't trust him, but my husband, I trust him. So it doesn't faze me that he's not friends really with his ex, but he does have female friends, and we've all gotten on the phone together. He's gotten on the phone with some of my male friends and me, and he's gotten on the phone with some of my female friends, and I've gotten on the phone with him and his female friend and stuff, and he calls constantly, talks to her, whatever, all the time. So it doesn't bother me one bit. I trust him. But if I didn't trust him, I'd be like, I already know what's going on. And you can always have the thought in the back of your mind, even if you do trust him, like, I wonder if him and her have gotten down. But you doing all that wondering or whatever, just go out and ask the question, like, have y'all screwed? Because I'm that type of person, too, that I'm going to ask, did y'all screw? Or if you didn't, I could tell that in the conversation or how she's acting, either y'all didn't screw or y'all was about to screw and it didn't turn out right or whatever. But somebody's got some feelings. But I still trust you.
See, I'm sitting right there on that wire. I'm sitting right on the fence. Because here's the thing. So they can be friends. He can be friends with his ex if there are boundaries. Like, you're not calling, especially if he's in another relationship, you're not calling him all the time, texting him all the time, calling him to do stuff. He's not your man anymore. Get you a man. Like, a friend, if you're a friend, then you respect their relationship. Like, you're not calling them, talking about the thing, or talking about when y'all used to be. See, in any time that type of stuff comes up, then you're not really friends. It's just like you still in their life just in case. You just sitting there waiting to see if you can get your foot back. You keeping your foot in the door. That's not a friendship. So in those situations, no, I'm not on board with that. Like, she's always around. Every time you turn around, she popping up at some stuff. If y'all friends, you ain't listen. What y'all gotta prove to other people?
But
y'all don't.
With all of that, if I trust you and you know me well enough to know me, then you would not even put me in that situation that I have to say, why the hell does she got a life? Because then if I say that, then you already know that I'm irritated, and I'm not going to just say it to you. I'm going to say it in front of her. Like, you need a boyfriend? What's wrong?
And you made a good point right there, because any ex that is around that much and you're causing a problem with the current, anytime that your current is sick of your ex, it's a problem. Because why am I always why is the ex a problem? Because they're too much, you're doing too much, you're too in our relationship, you're too still in his life. If you an ex, then you an ex, out of sight, out of mind. Not saying that, oh well, holidays come, hey, just want to text you, how you doing, da 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 da. That's fine, there's no reason for the current to, they don't even notice you.
Exactly.
But if the current knows so much about the ex, you're still relevant in this person. Are you really an ex?
Like, I would be me. See,
it's like
I would say something to my husband, like, your friend is really working the last damn nerve I got. And they'd be like, what? Like, come on now, because if the shoe was on the other foot, and I bring my ex over every 5 seconds, trust, that's not something
It's
that
gonna
you
be-
want. So let's quit playing this little game. But when they're doing that, then I think that is a dig from your current person that you're with, whether it's your spouse or your mate or whatever. And I think that's just a dig at you. Because I've dated, like my PM used to do that crap. You know, it wouldn't be so much as an ex of his would be over our house, but you would constantly get these phone calls from an ex or whatever, or you would be such a little bastard where we're in the bed at night and
Yeah,
you got an ex calling you at night, and I'm like, oh, okay, we playing this game, and I know how to do what I need to do and let you not know what I'm doing. So, and then I had to figure out, okay, I know my husband is crazy, so I can't really put it in his face fully. So let me go about my little sneaky way and do exactly what you're doing, but I can do it better. And I promise you, I did it a whole lot better.
And see, it's just like anytime your ex is popping up, like anytime the ex becomes an issue in your relationship, I will question that friendship, because are we really friends? Because it's like I'm doing too much as an ex. Why am I in your, like, why is an ex constantly coming up unless they're not really an ex? So we got Lisa. She said, I had male friends when I met him, and he had female friends prior to me. I trust you until I don't. Then it's over. No conversation, no questions or conversation necessary. Michael is saying, you are an ex for a reason, not going to mess up my current. Absolutely. And that's exactly what I believe. It's just like, I believe, listen, we can be cordial, we can be cool. Friends, you know, I don't know if we're gonna be friends, but we're gonna be cool. Like, we're not gonna be texting each other, because, like Michael, when I'm done, I'm done. Like, listen, it takes a lot for me to even want to be friends. You know, I got to get.
I'm not like that. I can be friends.
I got to get there. I got to get there. So
earlier.
I definitely need some deliverance.
And
I got to get there.
If I've given you the speech where I say, you know, I wish you well enough, this is not going to work out between you and I. But I do wish you well in all your endeavors. If I've given you that speech, then 9 times out of 10, you and I, like, literally, we're cool to this day. Like, we can talk, whatever. You can ask me for advice or whatever, or I can ask you for advice. We're cool, because I still have had enough respect for you to let you down like that. Now, if I've not let you down like that, where I've had to call the police on you, or just, you know, talk so dirty and nasty to your face and stuff, then no, we're not friends. Don't hang around me. I don't like you.
Well, I need deliverance. I still have to get there, because I'm not there. Because once I'm done, like, relationship wise, especially if you did me dirty, then I don't want to hear from you ever again. Like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you until it wears off, until the sting of your betrayal wears off. Then I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. And we are definitely not friends. But once the sting wears off, then I'm like, hey, everybody, but don't, oh, you should call me. We should go. No, we're not.
Could your ex, now this would be the gut punch. Could you be in a relationship where your mate's ex is his best friend?
Well,
this is his best friend. It didn't work out for them relationship wise, but man, this is who he can.
But see, I'm biased though. Oh my God, because
yeah, why?
Because you know what? I have been in that situation before, and I can say, like, if an ex, like, we're friends. No.
Friends and best friends are different.
Best friends. We're best friends. We're free. Listen, we had that situation. So it's like, we're friends. I'm not about to never call you. It's 1:00 in the morning. Can you come over here and wait, he got a whole wife. No, now you're not respecting the boundaries. You can go years without talking to each other. If you're friends, that's not gonna change. Because here's the deal, man, my mama is sick. Listen, hands down, you already know what's gonna happen. We showing up. Man, my uncle, my auntie, something, we show up. But as far as you being on the phone with them every day, or you can't. They're with somebody else. And that's just out of respect for that relationship or that marriage. You're not the center of their attention, but y'all still friends.
If you know your best friend has a significant other and they probably even live together with it, or even if they don't, would you call your best friend at 12 o'clock at night just for conversation?
No, because then now you're crossing the line. No, but the moment they're in a relationship, or especially if they're married, what am I calling you? Where's your business at? Where's my business at? Don't I got me a boo? Don't I got something? If I don't, then that means that you trying to mess up what they got. It's listen, it's protocol to this ish, okay? Because it's like if y'all friends, why my man why my man pop up on your mind at 1 o'clock in the morning? Ain't nothing open at 1 o'clock in the morning but legs in the Pornhub app. That's all that's open, at 1 o'clock in the morning, okay? So you have to do that. Yes, we're open. Listen, Jaye, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Listen, but no, we're not talking even, no. I'm not calling nobody at that time unless it's my boo, or he ain't getting no phone calls at that time, because it's just like the phone ring at 1 o'clock in the morning and it ain't your mama, your daddy, one of your aunties, or your kids. I promise you sleeping just like this for the rest of the night. We sleeping like that. You sleeping because what you want, Cletus? Who this woman? Who this woman that's calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning? Who this woman? He didn't come home. You better find you a good Judy to talk to at 3 o'clock in the morning. And even Judy don't want to listen. Don't call me at no 3 o'clock in the morning complaining about no dude, because my anxiety is bad. You calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody done died or something. We got to go sneak and find out. We got to go crawl through this man's basement window and find out who upstairs. That's the only time we getting phone calls. Outside of that, normal business hours. Nice. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Michael said we got to respect the boundaries. Yes. Now, guys, listen. Tonight, we've been talking about relationships and marriages. But here's an important question we got to ask. Are you single or lonely? Now, here's the deal. Most people think that, oh, well, you know what? You're in a relationship or you're married. Oh, I got somebody. Again, are you lonely? Because there are so many people that are married, that are in relationships, but it's empty. You got somebody, but do you really have them? You got them in the physical sense, but do you got their heart? Because if you don't have the part of the person that you want and need, it could lead to some other things. It could lead to you not being fulfilled. But here's the thing. So what does being single, in your opinion, like, what is being single to you, E? Like, when you think of just somebody single, what is it?
You ain't with nobody. It's just you.
You
ain't got to be miserable and sad, but it's just you. You know, when you come home, it's just you. You ain't calling no dude up because, or something of the opposite sex where you can get some type of attraction from, because it's just you. You might call somebody up for a one night stand or something and scratch your itch, but it's just you. That's it. One is the loneliest number. That's what you say.
Yes, that's what they said. Now, see, here's the deal. Being single, according to an online source, means you're unmarried or not involved in a stable sexual relationship. But see, here's the thing about that online source. That online source be on some bull junkie sometimes, because it's a whole bunch of single people that are out here having meaningful, stable sexual relationships. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to re-key in that online source. Now, being lonely means affected with, characterized by, or causing a depressing feeling of being alone, lonesome. And see, that right there, being lonely is a state of mind. It's a condition. Like, again, there are so many people that are in relationships, that are married, but they're lonely. You're sitting there, y'all can be in the same bed. Y'all done slept in the same bed for 20 years, and you still feel alone because there's no connection. There's no vibe. And you're like, they sleeping in the same bed. He don't hold you like he used to. He don't talk to you like he used to. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Listen, be very careful when people start, especially y'all folks that's in these relationships and marriage, and that feeling of loneliness start, once because you can feel it, like you start to feel the disconnect. Try to stop it right there. Try to go to them, your mate or your spouse, like immediately. Because what happens is that's where the other people start being able to give you what you're not getting at home. That's where that attention start coming in. And see, that's how cheating comes. Listen, I'm not justifying it. I'm just telling y'all what happens. Okay? I'm just telling you what this.
Pretty Barbie says, happy Thursday evening, ladies. Hey, Pretty Barbie. Michael Simmons says, I have been in a relationship with no connections, not good. Like, I've never been in a relationship where there's no connections because I won't let you waste my time like that. Like, I just can't. I've talked to somebody where there was like nothing, and I was like, yeah, I may have went on a date or two, but if it's just like, I can't see me calling you my boo, my man, my nothing, because there's no connection here. So, and if I try to prolong it, then that's all this time that I could have been giving someone else, but now I have wasted it on you, and I can't get it back. So I can't allow you to waste my time.
Unfortunately, I have. And, you know, I'm bad. I'm just like, but that's why it was so easy for me to make the decision that I made, because there was no connection there. There was nothing that kept me in that relationship. So it's just like when the rubber met the road and it's just like it was time to be out, you can be out and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no hesitation. There's no, because there's nothing keeping you there.
But see, you kept on trying to maybe, and I just can't give it that
much. You know, I only had 2 tries, and that was it. And the final was like, listen, you can tell these folks whatever you want to tell them, but I'm out. Whatever you say happened, that's what happened. But I'm not about to be dealing with this bull junkie because, again, I don't have to feel lonely. I can be single and feel great. But what I'm not about to do is go into something forever, or it's supposed to be forever, and I don't feel a connection. I'm not lonely, but I'm not going to allow myself. I don't feel how I know I should feel going through this type of process. And I'm just like, yeah, no, this is some bull junkie, and I'm not going to be able to do it.
Congratulations, Pretty Barbie.
But
she says, I'm in a relationship right now and everything is going good so far.
Wow, congratulations. Listen, that is what's up right there. So when we're talking about being single, so is it possible to be single and happy, or does being single automatically mean you lonely?
No, because you can be we just talked, you can be in those relationships and be lonely. So you can be single and be just as happy as all get out. Treat yourself. Me and a friend of mine was talking about that just yesterday. Like, when I was single, it didn't bother me to go out to the movies by myself. It didn't bother me to go to the dinner by myself. I mean, I am madly in love with myself. So it's okay to go to the theaters, go to the show. I'll go watch love movies by myself. I just enjoy doing those things. I'll go to museums or go see something, a play, whatever, by myself. It's okay.
Because if you can't deal with yourself, how do you think you can deal with someone else?
And how is somebody else going to be able to deal with you? If you don't like you, if you're not good company, then why should somebody else? Now, listen, I will say this, you all. Sometimes I get too carried away and I go, I go too far because I go like I have breakfast all the time by myself. Baby, let me tell you, she'll been calling me, said, she was, you outside? It ain't even 9 o'clock, baby. I've been listen.
I sat there. She's so bogus. You're not supposed to go to the restaurant and bring your own food to the restaurant. She'll bring her own food to the restaurant and just want their coffee. And I just be like, I would so charge you up to wazoo. I would just make a special price, a special button on the register, and it would say Jay's special price. And they'd be like, well, what's that for? Was when this crazy lady comes up in here and just orders a coffee, yeah, it's going to be $10 automatically because she's bringing her food. She think we don't know. And then she have there to use our jelly and our jam and stuff and our utensils. That's the bogusness. So, yeah, she getting charged. Y'all, just the special price.
Y'all gotta help me because I promise y'all, I'm like, because I'm good company. Listen, I'm dope company. Listen. Especially in the summertime, it's hot like this. Man, baby, I'm gonna be up in there, have my little flip-flop shoes on, but I took my shoes off, crossed my legs, sitting up. So y'all don't be like me. I think I'm just a cereal, solo breakfast and lunch dinner eater. Cause listen, I go somewhere, listen, and will not have a care in the world. I've been up forget, dang, I didn't buy this food from here. Or I buy food like, see, this the good thing about it. Like, I buy coffee. Sometimes I buy coffee from this place and then go buy the breakfast from this place and sit in the place and have mishmash. And so then I have customers looking at me like, oh, that look good. Since when they start selling?
I didn't get this from here. I got this from the place down the street.
Or then, like she say, I made my own food because I like sitting.
You like people watching,
right? I do. So I'm like, sometimes I bring my own breakfast from home, and I know that's but I don't be the place where I drink my coffee from. I don't like their food, if that makes sense. So I like to cook. Plus, I'm just a breakfast person. That's why I told y'all. Listen. I'm a breakfast person. Breakfast, where you different coffees and stuff. Listen, if y'all want to experience, inbox me and I'm gonna tell y'all what, because they ain't sponsoring the show, so I'm not gonna say their name. But it's a real good place. That they got all these. The coffee experience is just off the chain. But I'm not gonna say their name. Y'all help me if they sponsor the show. Then listen. I'm their billboard, but until they sponsor the show, I'm not saying their name. But inbox me and I'll tell y'all where it is. But I can go and I'm dope. So like, I don't mind, like, being single is better than being with the wrong person and wishing you were single. So if you're single, if you're a person that's single and you desire a relationship, listen, I support that and I honor that. And I want you to definitely acknowledge and accept that feeling, but don't let that desire for a relationship, don't let it turn into you being lonely, because now you're dreading getting up, you dreading going because you're single. Listen, think about what if you got with that person and they turned your whole life upside down. Then you would be wishing, man, I wish I was single. So sometimes, we got to just chill out and be content with where you are. Have your fun, live your life. Don't stop your life or don't put on hold the things that you want to do. A lot of times we put things on hold that we want to do. Well, I don't want to go there because I'm by myself and I ain't never did this and I ain't never did that.
I can't stand that.
Why? Tomorrow is not promised.
I cannot stand
Tomorrow is
that.
not promised. So you have to live your life, enjoy your life, being single. Michael, he's saying, I'm single and happy as heck. He said, after a 15-year marriage, don't know if I will ever do it again. And he says, LOL, bringing different food to different places.
He does that.
Michael, listen, I'm a whole struggle over here by my lonesome. But, when he know that I'm extra,
he gonna love
and he just shake his head, he just be like, you know what? Lord, now I know I asked you for specific things, but did it have to come in this package right here? Like, did you? Yep. This is what he gave you. He gave you me. Yep. And all of the extraness. But until you have been placed into somebody's life, listen, rock out. You gotta have peace. You gotta be fun for yourself and with yourself, because if you don't have an enjoyable life being single, you're not gonna have an enjoyable life being in a relationship. You're still going to be lonely because that peace, you don't have it here. You don't have your own, and you don't have it here. You don't even have it together. So when you do meet somebody, how you gonna be happy? When, like my sister Lauren Hill said, when you ain't right within, you ain't gonna be happy. Now you're gonna be putting all that other ish off on. Now you're gonna be clingy and needy. They can't even go outside. They can't even have a life because you still lonely. You still haven't got to. They gotta be around.
Like, take this dang pet and go play on.
They can't do anything because you so wrapped up in your emotions. But what we got to understand is, so what do you think, what causes some people to feel lonely? Like, I think that's just a man, that's a state, and it's not being single. Single is not what causes.
I think it's sometimes when you see like everybody around you into these relationships and stuff, that kind of gets a little depressing, you know, and you still, not even you've been in relationships, you have not been on a date in, you know, man, a year. You know, ain't nobody tried to hit your DM up. Ain't nobody tried to hit your inbox up. Like, I used to go on the dating sites also just so to get flirts, because I love the flirts. So I would, the attention rather. So I would go on a dating site and I would not want to date anybody. I just wanted some attention because I wasn't trying to go out and meet nobody outside. So I'm like, well, let me get my little flirt on real quick. They gonna send me some inboxes and tell me how cute I look. And then after I get enough of my ego stroke, then I delete the little dating site and I'm good to go. I got my feel for that month or so. So, but you have
But that was real right there though. And that was so on point, because we all need human touch as well. So it's just like it's not normal for us to go so long without having a touch. Do you know how big of an impact just getting a hug could make for somebody that's being single? It's like if you're single and, like you said, you're not getting any compliments, you're not talking to anybody, you're not, so it's like it's a whole atmosphere and a whole bundle of feelings and emotions that you're not tapped into because you don't have anybody. But I'm gonna say this, listen, hug people. Listen, and I'm gonna tell you who to hug. A little kid. Now wait, but now let me say this. It gotta be a little kid that like you. Because them little kids that like you, they give the best hugs. No, it's not an intimate hug, but it releases the endorphins and all that other stuff that you need from getting that physical human touch. And it doesn't have to be intimate, but it's just enough to feel connected, like your heart to the, and that's why I say it's somebody that genuinely loves you and likes you, because it releases something in you. So that helps you to feel better. It's not, you can have a random dude hug you and it will not do anything for you because there is no connection.
That's where my mom is like the best hugger. Like, even when my friends, they meet my mom and they hug my mom and they be like, Andrew, I'm like, I know. It's, you know, she's a Christmas baby. So I just, she's been spending a little, you know, a little Christmas Santa Claus dust everywhere, whatever. Like, come give me a hug. But she'll give you a hug and you'll be like, you just want to lay right there and just be like, man, this feels so nice.
So we got, hey, Gretchen. Gretchen is checking in from Florida. Thank you so much for tuning in, Gretchen. Michael, he's saying, I have done that dating site thing too, E. Just wanted to see if I still got it.
I see. You got to test to be like, man, I let even when the gremlins hit, they be hitting her DM so bad. But when they hit my DM, I'd be like, okay, I got
Now,
love.
see, that'll send me into the state of,
I be
that'll send me
rolling.
into depression because I'm like, okay, so this is all you got for me is
But
this.
see, somebody wants you.
No, I would rather have nothing or nobody
can't
want
be
me, so
picky.
don't, no, I'm going to be picky.
Just know that you still got it.
No, I don't have it. That'll make me cry at night. Like, oh my God, this is it. But guys, listen, if you are single and you are embracing it, then rock out. But for the person that's single and lonely, listen, reach out. Listen, get you a good friend. Listen, you may want to adopt, go to a false, get you something.
Get you a pet.
Get you a pet, something that's going to love you
back.
in return, where you can get that connection, because we don't want you feeling lonely.
My friend has that little dragon, and oh my God, you put it on you, and they just stay right there, and you can feel like you feel so great, like, oh my God.
Just definitely do something, but we don't want you to feel lonely. And if you want to talk to us or watch us, listen, we got 6 years worth of content. The Jaye Spot, Jaye. Guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor again, go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye. Till next time, you guys. Good night. Peace out. Good night, you guys. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Yep, we did it. Yep. We got it.